murder on the beat. Been a burden, now I'm really working, and you finna see. With my servant, got your bitch, she working, twerking in the sheets. Hey, get the fuck out of my way. Don't give a fuck, think I'm playing.
Hello, my fellow otakus. Welcome to another video. Today I'm starting a new series called Otaku Rants. I read about stupid stuff and anime type stuff. Okay, let me get started. First, let's talk about ice cream trucks. I'm gonna need you to explain to me. Someone did not just come up to a kid and say, "Hey kid, want some ice cream out of the back of my truck?" I'm like, come on. Like, that's kind of sus. You can't tell me a guy did not just do that, and that's how we got ice cream trucks. You can't tell me that's not how we got ice cream trucks. Some random guy just decided to say, "Oh, look at this. Hi, and get kids come to my van to get sweets." Like, come on. That's the only thing that logically makes sense. But it's like when he did say yes, when the kid obviously had to say yes, did he have to pay for it or did he just give it out for free? But then that wouldn't make any sense at all, because it would be like, okay, so then how did they have to start paying for it in the first place? No, it doesn't make sense. Ice cream trucks just started because there's no way. Have I done my research on this? No, because it wouldn't be Otaku Rants if I did. Like, it wouldn't be much of a rant if I did my research. So, I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense. Why would we need something like that? Something that dumb? Why would we need that ice cream truck? It's just a weird thing to have. Cause it's like, why? Why would a random guy just be selling kids ice cream? That doesn't make sense. It sounds creepy. And it sounds so creepy. So it's like, oh my god. Why? Why? But no, seriously. Ice cream trucks are weird. It's like, there's only one possible way it could have started. And it's by some random guy coming up to a bunch of kids saying, oh wait. So yeah, a bunch of random guys coming up to kids saying, "Hey, you want some ice cream?" And then them eventually getting the ice cream. It's the only way it could have happened. Some random kid agreed to get ice cream from the back of a random dude's van. Like, and this was it when he asked, did his parents not say anything? Was his parents not suspicious or anything? Was like, or was the kid not with them? Like, you would think that's what had a bunch of kidnappings would have happened, wouldn't it? Like, that's what you would think. A bunch of kidnappings happening because a bunch of random kids just getting ice cream from the back of a van. Like, come on, parents. No, did that not sound suspect then? Or is it just me? Am I just a weird one who's thinking about this type of stuff too hard? Like people are like, Kenneth, it doesn't matter. It's not. You don't have to think about it that hard. It's ice cream. Ice cream is ice cream. It's like ice cream is ice cream, Kenneth. You don't have to think about it that hard for it to make sense. You don't have to think about it. All you really have to do is think about how or why. What am I saying anymore? None of this is scripted because it wouldn't be as fun as what is scripted. Anyway, so I couldn't. Okay, so whatever. So I'm just over here still thinking ice cream trucks make no sense. Like, why do we need them? Hey yo, back up. Anyways, yeah, ice cream trucks just make no sense. Yeah. I can't stand ice cream trucks. Nothing about ice cream trucks makes sense. Your trucks are weird things. It's like someone said, "Oh hi, look at this. This needs to be a thing." Yeah, it's like, seriously, ice cream truck just needs to be a thing. Like, someone said that. Like, somebody personally agreed to this. I understand, like, it didn't just happen. Someone had to have agreed with that. You can't just have ice cream truck. Like, did they have to, like, sign something? Like, sign a certain type of thing? Like, oh, I will not kidnap a kid when selling ice cream? Like, did that even go for now, too? Like, can they legally have to have something, like, sign something where they can't kidnap kids while getting ice cream? Or selling ice cream? Like, that would make sense. At the same time, that'd be weird. To just, like, have a whole thing, contract written about that. Because, like, what are they gonna do? Could they really place an evidence? Could they, like, really place evidence on someone who has an ice cream truck? Like, I'm over here thinking, like, no, not at all, not in the slightest. Couldn't place anything on. Like, what could they place? Like, there's nothing that could be placed onto people with ice cream truck. Because it's like, it's an ice cream truck. It's the last thing you would expect from somebody, to get an ice cream truck. Like, if you told me little Billy got kidnapped by an ice cream truck, I'm gonna look at you like, what? Little Billy got kidnapped by an ice cream truck? Like, there's no way ice cream truck could have actually started. Because, like, someone had to sign off and agree on that. You understand? Someone had to agree on this. Like, someone had to say, oh, hi, yeah, let's let this happen. Like, someone had to have agreed with this enough to allow ice cream trucks to be a thing. There's no way that it couldn't. Just no literal way. Like, parents had to have been, like, when they get, like, parents are not spectacle about that. It's like, wait, okay, so there's a random guy outside in a van giving my kid ice cream. And I don't know if I should be wary or not. Yes, you should be wary. All the way. Like, why wouldn't you? You have to. It just makes sense. It's like you just let your kid randomly get ice cream from a random stranger in a van. I wouldn't. Like, and never see, like, kids in the back of ice cream trucks nowadays. Why do they look so depressed? Like, why they look so sad and alone. Like, they look like they legit got kidnapped. So I'm trying to say, why? That's kind of sus. Ice cream trucks. Why you look like that? Why these kids look like this? Why they look so scared? Because they're getting kidnapped. Because they look like, what do you think it'd be like having an ice cream truck? That'd be so weird. Because you have to trust someone in an ice cream truck. Because it's just an ice cream truck. You would at least expect an ice cream truck to actually kidnap someone. Because that's the last thing you would expect. An ice cream truck to kidnap someone. Like, seriously. Like, if I was gonna expect anything to happen, it's not an ice cream truck kidnapping someone. Especially when they're playing the music. Because then they're just being safe. But in reality, it could be just them trying to think of a way to, kidnap your child. Which is crazy to think about, because why? Like, because you gotta trust an ice cream truck. You need to trust an ice cream truck. Because why wouldn't you trust an ice cream truck? It only makes sense to trust one. But then a kid gets kidnapped by an ice cream truck because it's an ice cream truck, and you would not think about it. Like, why would you think about this? Why would you, like, the first thing I think about when someone kidnaps you is like when you're going to your car after being in a Walmart and then you just see something tied to the door. See, that's what I think about when you're getting kidnapped. See, this is like just basic stuff, like, oh my god, look, ice cream truck and stuff like that. But that's too basic. It's too basic. Don't want to do that, because that's too... But when you think about it... Wait, why am I saying this? Giving ideas to kidnapping. But you think about it, that would be a very smart idea. Yeah, though. Cause listen. Like, you might not agree with me when I say this. But you like I said, like I've been saying for the past 10 minutes. You wouldn't expect someone. Like the last thing you would expect is a guy in an ice cream truck trying to kidnap someone. Maybe it happens in your neighborhood quite frequently. Like, I don't know where you live. Kids could be getting kidnapped left and right. But now where I am, people barely come out, bro. Like, nah. Just saying, homie. It's kind of sus. Just giving ideas to kidnappers, but still. It just does not make sense to me. Why ice cream trucks were ever thought to be a good thing. It's like I said, this is an Otaku Rant, so I'm gonna be ranting about random all the time. And it's like, still, it just doesn't make sense. Like, when I think of stuff like this, I don't think of I think of creeps. Okay, I think of creeps and weird people doing weird stuff. That sounds weird, but seriously, kidnaps don't happen as ice cream trucks as often. Because why would, out of all things you would think of, why would you think of an ice cream truck first? Like, that's a weird thing to think of. Like, that's a weird thing to think of. Why would you think of that? So that's what I'm saying. No reason not to. So if you ever already had a problem trusting ice cream trucks, there you go. I just made it even worse for you because it's like, ice cream trucks are just so weird, and I don't understand them and why someone thought that it was a good idea to have them out and there in a public. Like, I've never understood, and I probably will never. Like, yeah, they give kids messed up SpongeBob popsicles, but who gives a crap? It's still a random guy in a van giving a kid ice cream. That's still creepy. I don't care what y'all say. So yeah, okay, time to move on to the next rant. Next rant, we're gonna be talking about how some of the anime rants, and we're probably gonna switch to something else for my non-anime fans. Okay, so what we're gonna talk about for the anime rants. So first, we're gonna talk about how let's bring up Dragon Ball Z. Specifically, its fandom. Well, it's bad type of the fandom. We could get into the My Hero fan, but that would be that's a different video. Yeah, we'll probably talk about that next time. So the My Hero fan, the Dragon Ball fandom, it's kind of toxic. Like you can't bring up any character without being like, but can he be Goku though? Or can he be Goku? And I'm like, no, what do you mean can he be Goku? We weren't even talking about Goku. Like, shut up. We get Goku strong, but still, like we all know Saitama will clap Goku. Come on. He's legit One Punch Man. Like, I don't care what y'all say. Hey, can he beat Goku though? Probably could. Like, shut up. We don't care. Yes, we know Goku is strong. Goku was a strong anime character, bro. Of course he's strong. He's Goku. Literally fighting with gods, bro. And you're just looking at me over here like I'm stupid. Because I'm like, yeah, I like this character, but can he be Goku? Like, oh my, like I could be talking about Naruto or something. And like, oh my, bro, I love Naruto, bro. It's such a good anime. No, but can he be Goku though? I'm like, what? We weren't even talking about Goku. What do you mean, can he be Goku? We're just talking about Naruto, but you're like, can he be Goku though? No. No, what? Like, we all know Goku is strong. Come on, we understand, but y'all don't have to keep saying it. Like, why do y'all have to keep saying it? Why you have to keep saying this? Like, why y'all gotta keep saying, but can he be Goku though? No, he can't be Goku though. Cause like, yeah, and I just hate it. Like, what? Like, yes, Goku's strong, but you gotta understand, and there's other anime characters too. Like, trust me, like, I watch so much different anime, it's just, like, I'm just scared to talk about anime with fans of DBZ, because it's like, oh wow, but can he be Goku though? Can he be Goku my maybe? I don't know. Shut up. Like, Goku is so strong, but Like, yes, and I understand how strong Goku truly is, but that's toxic. Like, you're over here just yelling at me because I'm over here talking about another anime character. You know, like, can he be Goku though? No, probably not. Probably can't be Goku. But were we talking about that though? Or were we talking about if he could be Goku? No, we were talking about how if Naruto could beat Sasuke in like one hit. We're not gonna bring that up. That's probably for another rant. That's probably for another rant or something. But yeah, seriously. Yeah, sick of all these freaking Dragon Ball Z fans. Like, I love Dragon Ball Z too. Two of my favorite characters, Team Gohan. Or Future Gohan, but whatever. We're not gonna bring that up right now. But seriously, I just don't think that all of this stupid stuff over if one character can beat another one. I'm like, oh my god, like, chill out. We know Goku is strong. But he can't solo, like, Goku solos his whole verse. I'm like, what? Yeah, Goku solos everything. I'm like, shut up. Go sit. Go outside and touch grass, bro. That's what you need to do. You need to go outside and touch grass. If you want to keep talking like that. Like, if you're one of those type of people, you really need to go outside. I'm like, yes, Goku's strong, but he's not that strong. Like, seriously, bro. I swear. People just make me angry all the time with how bull they do. Like, all the bullshit they do, bro. But seriously, if you're one of those people that are out there and act like that, sit down, go outside, bro. It's obviously that you haven't been outside in like a while if you're gonna keep talking like that. Like, if you're gonna keep saying, oh my god, Goku solo everything, go outside, get some fresh air, bro. It's obviously that you haven't got enough fresh air, okay? It's obvious you can't breathe. You are not breathing fresh air. Because you think it's okay to sit around, and people like rave, and sit around and talk about what people do. Like, yeah, like that's okay. Go outside, breathe, touch some grass for once in your life. Like, people like Ray Voices are getting hate over for nothing, for shit like that. I can't even be Goku though. I'm like, we all know Goku's strong, and like people were like, if he says like Psyche K can be Goku stuff, we gonna get like so many people were like, nah, bro. Goku solos the whole universe. Like, oh my god, Goku solos everything, bro. Like, Goku will forever solo. No one is touching Goku. Never. Goku will never be touched, bro. Bro, like, seriously. Like, no one will ever touch Goku. Because that's how strong he is. I'm like, what do you mean? Yes, Goku, my boy Goku's strong. But there's still characters that can beat him out there. Like, stop hyping this man up so much. This is why people can't... That's why, like, some, like, people who come to the anime community are new probably gonna leave because of this stuff. Like, why y'all keep saying this? Shut up! Like, holy crap, y'all, you need to stop. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the people who do go through this and have to deal with these type of people. I am sorry for you. If you know this type of person, tell them to go outside and touch that dang grass for once in their life. Because if they have time to sit in their room all day on their phones or something, yelling at people for just saying that Goku can't be a certain character, or they need to stop. They need to think about their life and think about everything they've ever done. Like, that's what they need to do. But no, they don't. You know what they do? They sit around and just speak about stuff that no one actually cares about. It's a real pain, though. So I really just can't stand some communities. Okay, time for the next round because we've been dragging about this. Let's talk about... You know what? We're going to talk about food to this time. I'm going to ruin some food for y'all. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's talk about cake. Cake. Okay. Who thought that was a thing? Who mixed these type of ingredients and said, oh yes, this is good. I turned this stuff into a food. Who mixed this stuff? Like, I want to know who actually thought, like, that. You could be saying that about, like, all type of different recipes. But recipes just don't make sense in general, because, like, why? Why would you come up with an idea to mix this type of stuff? Like people who invented, like, certain recipes are just like, what is going on through your heads? Where y'all think, oh yes, what happens when we mix this and this together? Like, what will happen? Like, y'all just trying to do a science experiment or something? But with food experiment, food theory up in here, bro? And it ends horribly with y'all doing something dumb? Making food, like freaking cake? Like, I need to understand how. How do y'all manage? I need to understand how do y'all manage to do stuff like this. Like, this stuff just does not naturally happen. Like, anything natural that people say is natural is never really natural. Like, food, like, you can't just throw, like, and how do they do it? They just throw a bunch of random stuff in that once and said, oh yes, let me just and see how that goes. And it obviously apparently went well because they made one of the most delicious foods in the world that a lot of people eat. Because obviously, your cake is yummy and amazing. But, I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense on how, though. How did you manage to do this? Food just does not make sense. Like, what is this world? But, maybe, I was talking about kids who need to go outside and touch grass, but then you look at me here playing Minecraft, of yelling at a screen, read about how people make no sense and why life exists, and if the term freaking questioning the world and the universe itself. I'm gonna do a rant on me one day. Anyways, seriously though, people just are weird. Like, new foods are being created every freaking day. It's like, how? Like, how, like, y'all just saying, what happens if I mix this with a little bit of this, and it makes this? Boom! Just makes a whole new freaking food. Like, what happens when we make so much food? Food. Like, I need someone to tell me in the comments. I'm gonna need y'all to explain to me. How? Like, I heard people like, oh yeah, I wanna try this out or something. Okay, you wanna try this out? What you trying out? Oh, I'm gonna mix sugar with flour. What? Why? What do you mean, what? I'm gonna heat it? What are you talking about? I don't know, I just wanna make something. What do you mean? It's like, seriously, bro, what does that even mean? Like, people, like, if the guy were to, like, the first person who created cake were to explain something, or explain how he came up with the idea, people would look at him like he's crazy. Like, cause, like, come on. Like, why would you think of this? Like, why? Like, that's the last thing you would think of. Like, seriously. Like, people just think of weird stuff, and I want to know, like, does anybody out there ever question why they think of this stuff? Like, can someone just question it, and just, like, someone question somebody's brain, and they're like, dude, why would you think of this? How did you manage to think about throwing all these type of ingredients into an area? Like, how did you think of this? And they're just gonna say something stupid, probably like, oh, I was just bored and decided to throw a bunch of stuff together. What does that even, like, what? Did you say you were bored and you decided to throw a bunch of stuff together? Yeah. Why? Because. Like, what? What do you mean, because? Because I wanted to. I'm just saying over here. No hate. Like I'm saying, I'm not hating on the guy who created cake, because I love cake. But I just want to know how you thought that it was a smart idea to make something like this. Like, how did you manage to think about a way to throw stuff like that and mix it all together and turn it into a food? Like, that's just with food in general. How did these people think of this type of stuff to create this food? Like, how do you think of this? Like, I don't think of this when I think of food. Like, when I think about making food, I think about, like, certain stuff. Like it's read to me. Like, what? Y'all got some big brain, obviously. Like, y'all have to have some big brain. And unlike me, tiny peanut boy, who just says no to life. And where life needs to give up on everyone. life just needs to give. Like, seriously, I'm just saying. I don't understand why. Seriously, though. I just don't think. Food is too confusing for me. Like, food just needs to stop existing. It needs to just go touch grass. Like, seriously. Like, what type of big brain stuff do y'all have to think about this type of stuff? Like, y'all have to have some of the biggest brain in the world. Like, y'all just have to have some of the biggest brains in the world to think about this type of stuff. Like, come on. There's no way you think about this stuff naturally. It's, like, impossible. Like, what type of big brain people exist in this world? Like, I need to understand what type of big brain people in this world exist like this. I need to know why you thought of this. Okay, anyways. Well, that's enough of this. I think that's like 3 rants today, which was not the plan. Anyways, I hope you guys liked and enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for the YouTube. Whoa, what am I saying? Like I said, that is scripted. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so my videos can show up more and we can gain more subscribers. Anyways, thanks for listening to me ranting about random stuff. I'll be doing this again tomorrow. So I will see y'all later. Goodbye, my fellow otakus.